What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, YouTube? It's your boy GR8JSM. Oh, and man, last weekend was rough. I tagged along on a wedding. Whenever that footage is available, I'll be able to show you my little video of that. But the next day after that, I ran over to J&J Fitness and I met up with this director and a producer and some actresses, and they were shooting some extra scenes for a movie that they did, and it was really cool to see how everything, you know, ended up behind the scenes. The cameras that they used, the camera guy, his demeanor, all his setup. He didn't have anything that I don't have or have some type of like copy of. Like, he had a slider. I got a slider. His slider actually sat on 2 separate tripods because it was so big, but he had a Canon camera. I have a Canon camera. He had a wide angle lens, and I think he had like 1 or 2 primes. I got primes, I got wides, I got zooms, I got all that kind of stuff. So it was really cool to see that the equipment that he had really didn't have anything to do with the, you know, movie that they were shooting. And I thought about it. I hear a lot of YouTubers, you know, they use the phrase, gear doesn't matter. I try not to fall into the gearhead kind of, you know, crowd, but YouTube, I mean, come on. You gotta have, you know, one of the Canon R's or the Sony S, whatever, A7S, whatever, 3, R, 4, 5, 9, whatever Sony has, I don't know. I'm not a big Sony user, but you gotta have one of these, you know, newer cameras, and you gotta have a Rode mic or a Sennheiser mic with some Sennheiser headphones when you're editing. You gotta have a Mac, you gotta have you know, all these different things in Adobe and Squarespace and Epidemic Sound and all these, you know, buzzwords that people throw out, and all that stuff is really just marketing because those companies pay those people to say those things. When I started thinking about it, I have most of the gear to start, you know, really doing some I don't want to call it heavy duty filming, but you know, some pretty decent filming. I really want to get into it. It's all up here, right? And I'm not sharing it with anybody, and it's not on purpose. I don't know what it is. I just got done watching this video where the guy was talking about how he researches things and he does this and does that. And I'm like, man, I'm lazy as hell because I should be researching. I should be writing stuff down. I should be scripting. This whole video right now is actually just completely off the top of my head. So, which is why I went from shooting a wedding all the way over to planning out your videos. And I noticed that a lot of YouTubers that I follow, their videos have a certain theme, right? So my theme, at least for my channel, is definitely going to be camera, film, you know, that kind of vibe. You know, how to film, what to film, how to make this or that, and I'm learning at the same time. So don't think that I'm some kind of expert. I still got a day job. I work 40 hours a week installing cable, climbing telephone poles, and crawling under houses. But what I want to bring to you is someone who has that conventional blue collar, you know, labor, semi-skilled job, and how they can, you know, create and bring art. And I have a vision and I have ideas and I want to be able to express them properly. And I found that, you know, I like expressing them through video and motion picture. I really just said all that to say, when you are thinking about making your video, don't worry so much about what type of camera you have, because the type of camera you have makes very little difference. It's all about what you're bringing to the people, the story that you're telling, and the message that you want to get across. If you just want to tell people chocolate ice cream sucks, you don't need to have an Arri Alexa, you know, the broadcasting, movie filming cameras. You don't have to have $1,000 lens. You could have a $200 lens and still tell the same message. If you want to tell people about it, let's say, you know, you're pretty cool with one of the people who stormed the Capitol and you want to tell their story. You could do that with a cell phone. Literally prop the cell phone up, get your lights going, get your microphone, and have them kind of look off camera while, you know, you're filming this way. Yeah, we actually thought it was a good idea to go ahead and storm the Capitol. We didn't realize that, you know, we would kind of be left out to dry. We thought that, you know, our president had our back, and turns out that he tucked tail and ran and left us hanging. And there's a lot of us who have a ton of court fees and a ton of legal fees that we gotta find a way to, you know, move on. But you know, we still believe in, you know, a lot of our core values. We just feel like we have a different way of going about it. So my point is that no matter what it is that you're doing, you can get these things done even with some of the most basic equipment out there. Oh well, with that being said, this is your boy GRHJSMO. Keep creating, and I'm out.